The celebrity sometimes comes with, like, everybody wants to be successful in a celebrity and stuff like that, but it comes with, you know, sometimes, and, you know, that's the only thing that I hate about it.
All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, no.
Just when we thought the surviving Diddy saga was winding down, Katt Williams dropped some explosive revelations. He claims that powerful industry figures, including Diddy, have exploited and ruined young artists. One name that came up was Bryshere Gray, who, according to street reports, was allegedly taken advantage of by both Diddy and Will Smith. Sources say Bryshere is now preparing a staggering $50 million lawsuit against them, citing mistreatment that led to his mental breakdown and ultimately forced him to leave Hollywood for good. Interestingly, before Katt spoke out, Jaguar Wright had mentioned over a year ago that Bryshere was among the young men who fled Will Smith's house in distress, highlighting a pattern of abuse and cover-ups in Hollywood. The allegations against Diddy aren't exactly new. From reportedly targeting Usher and Justin Bieber to sending YK Osiris on questionable trips to Jamaica, the stories continue to surface. But Katt Williams didn't stop there. In a fiery interview with Shannon Sharpe, he also exposed other industry heavyweights, including Kevin Hart, Cedric the Entertainer, Steve Harvey, and Ludacris. Katt recounted an incident where Harvey Weinstein allegedly tried to coerce him into participating in a freak-off session in exchange for a movie role. He refused, only to later learn that several other Black actors had been cast under similar circumstances, shedding light on a disturbing pattern of exploitation in Hollywood. As soon as Katt Williams dropped his revelations,
they do weird things in their house, and young men have left their house screaming to get away from them in their mentorship. Meek Mills, Bryshere Gray left that house screaming. August the only one that stayed, and I guess he was really sick.
Speculation began swirling about why Bryshere Gray vanished from the industry soon after he started associating with Will Smith and Diddy. Many believe that, like Katt, Bryshere was allegedly pressured into freak-off situations in exchange for roles. At some point, sources claim, he attempted to expose the truth, and that's when he was reportedly blackballed. Bryshere's rise to fame began under the guidance of talent manager Charlie Meck, who later became his full-time manager. Charlie pulled strings to get Bryshere an audition for the role of Hakeem Lion on Empire. Bryshere nailed the audition and landed the part, and the show's massive success propelled his career forward. Seeing his potential, Charlie introduced Bryshere to Will Smith, hoping Will could mentor him into becoming a Hollywood star. But what seemed like a golden opportunity quickly turned dark. Will also introduced Bryshere to Diddy, since Bryshere aspired to be a rapper. At the time, few understood just how troubling this connection would become. Allegations and rumors suggest that both Diddy and Will were involved in secretive...
They canceled me for talking about Harvey Weinstein before the thing came out, but he offered to suck my in front of all my people at my agency. What am I supposed to do? He did all of that. I'm thinking I'm the only Black person on the script. I get there, it's 3 other Black guys on there. Woo! Huh.
So you wonder what they did to get that?
I told him no. What y'all do? And this is why...
predatory behavior, drawing young men into exploitative situations under the guise of mentorship. The claims have been echoed by multiple sources. Actor David Arquette once publicly alleged that Will is gay, claiming his first marriage ended after Sherry Zampino discovered him with another man. Similarly, Jaguar Wright stated that Will lures young men with promises of guidance, only to involve them in exploitative freak-off events. She even recounted an incident where Bryshere and Meek Mill reportedly ran from Will's home, screaming for help, painting a chilling picture of manipulation behind the Hollywood spotlight. Jaguar Wright also hinted that Will Smith may have targeted his own son, Jaden, which could explain why Jaden reportedly moved out at just 15 years old. Fans began asking, why does Jaden seem distant from his father? What really happened? The reason this theory gained traction is that Will didn't bother denying Jaguar's claims about allegedly preying on young men, Yet, he quickly threatened a lawsuit against a former assistant, Bailey, who said he caught Will in bed with Dwayne Martin. In other words, Will seemed fine with public accusations of him targeting multiple young men, but drew the line when someone else spoke out about his private life. Bryshere Gray's story with Diddy is equally troubling. Despite being mentored by one of the biggest moguls in music, his rap career never took off. Even more concerning, before Bryshere was introduced to Diddy, Diddy was reportedly under investigation for allegedly engaging in sexual activity with underage boys. U.S. court filings from 2013 reveal that music manager James Roseman was questioned about whether Diddy had relationships with minors. There was also Cassie's lawsuit, which claimed Diddy forced her into exploitative freak-off situations with male escorts while recording it. This lawsuit opened the door for more victims to come forward, and many now believe Bryshere was one of them. After Empire ended, Bryshere's career nosedived. His legal troubles piled up, including a 2022 arrest for aggravated assault against a woman he was involved with. Back in 2020, his wife allegedly went to a gas station seeking help after claiming Bryshere had strangled her. When police arrived at their home, he refused to come out, leading to hours of negotiations with a SWAT team. When his mugshots were released, fans noticed how much he had changed. While Bryshere is ultimately responsible for his actions, many speculate that his erratic behavior and rapid decline were fueled by years of trauma in the industry. Before the downfall, he had been doing well, getting small TV appearances, gigs, and a few music hits. Then, seemingly overnight, his music stopped getting airplay, he was dropped from playlists, and directors no longer wanted him. It became clear he had been blackballed, but by whom remained a mystery until now. With Katt Williams' recent revelations, it appears Bryshere may have been preyed on and exploited by Hollywood heavyweights like Diddy and Will Smith. Reports suggest he is preparing a $50 million lawsuit against them, according to a blind item hinting that he won't be the last to step forward. Fans have had a lot to say about this shocking story. One said, Bryshere Gray was a huge young talent, and they absolutely ruined him. These monsters need to be stopped. Another commented, it's heartbreaking that music and movie moguls would exploit young men like this. They need to be held accountable, and the victims need therapy. What do you think about Katt Williams exposing how the industry allegedly preyed on Bryshere Gray? Do you think Bryshere will actually follow through with the reported $50 million lawsuit against Diddy and Will? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to check out this other messy video for more details. The Hollywood spotlight is known for its glamour, fame, and fortune, but behind the glitz, there are darker stories that rarely reach the public. One such story recently emerged when Katt Williams dropped bombshell revelations about Bryshere Gray, the talented actor and rapper who rose to fame on the hit show Empire. According to Williams, Gray was allegedly taken advantage of and manipulated by some of the biggest names in the industry, including Sean Diddy Combs and Will Smith. The tale of Gray's rise and fall in Hollywood is a cautionary story about the hidden dangers young stars face when navigating the entertainment world. Bryshere Gray, also known as Yaz the Greatest, began his career with promise. Discovered by talent manager Charlie Meek, Gray quickly made a name for himself with his charisma and natural talent. Meek helped Gray land an audition for the role of Hakeem Lion on Empire, and his performance immediately stood out. Landing the part was just the beginning. Gray's star rose rapidly, and his career seemed destined for greatness. Music and acting opportunities came pouring in, and fans quickly took notice of his talent. After Gray's breakout role on Empire, Charlie Meek introduced him to Will Smith for mentorship. The intention, on paper, was simple. Smith, a veteran in Hollywood, would guide Gray and help him navigate the pitfalls of fame and fortune. But according to Katt Williams, what seemed like a golden opportunity for Gray quickly turned into a troubling ordeal. Shortly after, Gray was also introduced to Sean Diddy Combs, one of the most powerful figures in the music industry. While this introduction was meant to further Gray's music career, it allegedly exposed him to manipulative and exploitative practices behind the scenes. Katt Williams claims that Diddy, along with other industry figures, allegedly coerced young talent into compromising situations under the guise of mentorship or career advancement. Gray, like other young men in Hollywood, was allegedly pressured into participating in freak-off sessions, ritualistic and exploitative scenarios where industry power dynamics were abused. These situations were presented as a way to advance careers or secure roles, leaving many young actors feeling trapped between opportunity and personal safety. Interestingly, rumors about Gray's exploitation were not new. Jaguar Wright and other industry insiders had hinted at similar scenarios years prior. Wright claimed that Gray, alongside other young actors, ran from Will Smith's home screaming for help after allegedly being coerced into compromising situations. Public speculation intensified when fans noticed Gray's abrupt disappearance from the entertainment industry after his early successes. Many questioned why someone with so much talent seemed to vanish overnight. Following the end of Empire, Gray's career trajectory took a sharp downturn. Opportunities dwindled, music releases stopped gaining traction, and Hollywood doors that once seemed wide open suddenly closed. Legal troubles further complicated his life, with arrests and public incidents drawing attention to his personal struggles. While Gray is ultimately responsible for his actions, many fans and commentators believe that the trauma he endured at the hands of powerful industry figures contributed to his rapid decline. Katt Williams' revelations shine a light on a much larger pattern in Hollywood. The entertainment industry, while celebrated for its creativity and glamour, has long been criticized for exploiting young talent. Allegations against figures like Diddy, combined with claims about Will Smith's alleged misconduct, suggest a systemic problem where power, fame, and secrecy intersect in harmful ways. Gray's story is just one of many, but it serves as a stark example of what can happen when mentorship crosses into manipulation. Reports now suggest that Bryshere Gray is preparing to file a substantial lawsuit against Diddy and Will Smith, potentially seeking $50 million in damages. If true, this legal action could shed more light on the alleged exploitation and bring overdue attention to the systemic issues within the industry. Fans are watching closely, hoping that Gray's courage in speaking out will lead to accountability for those who misuse their influence. The story of Bryshere Gray, as revealed by Katt Williams, is a powerful reminder that the glittering world of Hollywood often comes with hidden dangers. Young stars, no matter how talented or promising, are vulnerable to exploitation by those who wield power behind the scenes. Gray's rise, fall, and potential fight for justice illustrate both the risks of the industry and the resilience of those who attempt to survive it. As conversations about accountability and mentorship continue, stories like Gray's will remain crucial in understanding the true cost of fame.